And number two, sorry the schedule was screwed up on you today. That's my fault. You know, just I didn't do a good job of communicating, so certainly hate putting you in that position, so I apologize. Start this thing out. You know, preseason's done, and we're going down to game week right now. And you know, I was talking to the team today about, you know, you got to shift gears. It's like you get in this habit of every day you weight lift, then every day you're running, then every day you're in preseason camp, and then you go from inside drill and you go to 7-on-7, and it just becomes like kind of this never-ending deal. And all of a sudden you get here and it's like, hey, we're playing a game, and there's only 11 of these things a year, and your whole world surrounds these 11 games. It's not just another day. It's not another Friday coming. It's not another practice day coming. It's game time coming. So that's where we are. We're shifting, and obviously we got to shift in a hurry. And just the intensity on every rep, the scrutiny, the intensity, the importance of every rep, of every period, of every game rep is critically important right now, so that you can be at competitive excellence on Friday night. We've had a good camp. We're young. We have talent. We don't have depth in areas. We've talked about that. But all in all, I think our team is anxious to get going. I think we have weapons on both sides of the ball, and I'm happy where our team's at right now. I can't fix right instantaneously depth issues. That takes time. Hopefully we'll have the ability to stay healthy. If we do, great. If we don't, you know, then we'll have to deal with it. We're playing a Villanova team that obviously last year was a very inexperienced team, and now they return 8 starters on defense and 10 starters, I believe, I'm sorry, 8 on offense, and I believe it's 10 on their defense. So that's a team coming back with all their guys. They were very young. They've got number 8, Norman White, who's an outstanding receiver. He's a pro talent, big guy, go up, catch the ball, make plays on you. He's a real threat. Chris Poloni, their quarterback, is a guy that gets them in the right plays. You know, I would imagine is a guy watching him at the end of the year that brings consistency to their offense and gives them an opportunity to give the ball to Norman White and players that can make plays. Austin Medley is their running back. He really came out at the end of last year. He's a talented guy. And they've got a veteran offensive line coming back. On defense, Ronnie Atkins, their safety, number 6. Their nose guard, Antoine Lewis. Their linebacker, Dylan Lucas. And Devin Bridges, their linebacker. Tough physical guys. They run like heck to the ball. I'm impressed with them. Again, I'm watching tape from the end of the season, beginning of the season to the end of the season. I don't have the luxury of getting a look at Villanova today. You know, I don't know what they look like right now, but I know where they were from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, and I know how teams mature with young players that play a lot of football. It can be ugly a year ago. Now all of a sudden it's a football team that's together. So we have a great deal of respect for them. We know this is going to be a very difficult game. We're on the flip side quite young, so those tables have turned a little bit. In an opening day here at Lincoln Financial, it'll be a heck of a game. I'm sure it'll be tremendous for the city of Philadelphia, and be a great night in the Link. It'll be very, very competitive, and you know, as our team is quite prepared, we understand that, you know, we've got to be prepared to go into the fourth quarter and go win the game in the fourth quarter. So that's where we are. Any questions?
What makes Norman White so special?
I just think he's big and tall, and he's got great hands, and you know, it's hard. He mismatches those corners. You know, corners aren't usually that big typically, and you know, you get a guy that can go up over the top of him like that and catch the ball. That's a challenge. You know, you're man coverage, and you know, a kid can make some plays on you. So, you know, those big receivers are really problematic that way.
I thought about this being the last game, at least for now, in the series, and disappointment that it isn't going to be able to continue.
I think the game is great. You know, I know Bill feels the same way I do. It's great for Philadelphia. You know, it's an inner-city rivalry game. It's, you know, people have great passion on both sides, and that makes for good college football to me. So, you know, I'm all for those things continuing. I mean, you know, there's over 30-something thousand in the Link last year, and that's good for Philadelphia. It's just, I love that. It's terrific. You know, so here you are playing a non-conference game that has great interest within the city and great rivalry, and you know, that's all good stuff.
But this is the last game. At least, is there a chance it can pick up next year, or how's it
I would assume there's always a chance. You know, I know Bill and his staff handle scheduling, but I don't know the details of that, and that's something that, you know, I'm sure he can address greater than I can. But certainly on Temple's side, I can speak for Temple. We'd love to play that football game.
See, how's Deion Miller doing? Will he be? I know he's been sick. Will he be ready for Friday, or do you not know yet?
I'd be ready to go Friday.
Okay.
Anything else?
Does the move in conference put extra pressure on you guys in this game against this subdivision rivalry team?
No, I mean, I don't. No, it should not have any impact. I think that.
Make a statement, maybe, or
No. I told our team, I just want to go in the locker room and win the game. I don't. Our goal is to win whatever game we're playing. I do think, though, that there's a lot of hoopla around that. And the important thing is that the most important thing to Temple right now is playing Villanova on Friday night. And forget all that other extraneous stuff. Even people asking me about questions, I'm like, we got to go play a really good football team on Friday night. And somehow, some way, we just need to come out with one more point than them and win the game and be 1-0 on Friday night. That's all that matters. I don't care what that game looks like, as long as we win the game. That's what I told the football team. It's my expectation. There's going to be ebbs and flows in that game. There's going to be good things and bad things, But at the end of that game, we need to go sing the fight song in the locker room. And there'll be 60 teams that'll be 1-0 and 60 teams that'll be 0-1. Come Sunday, Monday morning, whatever it is. That's how this is going to unwind. We need to be one of those 60 that's 1-0. So get your focus right, because it's tough to win a Division I football game. It really is.
Montel Harris isn't on the depth chart. Was he just left off of there, or are you guys holding him out of the game?
I think when we did the depth chart, I'm trying to remember what we did. I kind of had like a standard policy on it, I think. I don't even remember what the heck I did now. I think it was the depth chart ending spring practice. Was that how I did it? I think that's probably how I did it.
Okay.
I mean, I get crazy with that stuff, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I mean, what's the depth chart? And it's August. It's July 29th or something. So I think just as standard policy, I don't think I put any guys in there that weren't here yet, type of thing. You know what I mean? So we'll be probably putting one out, I guess, right? This week. Probably need to do that. I'm not good with that stuff. I get myself focused like tunnel vision, like this. Suffice to say, there's no reason why he's on the depth chart. What else?
Does having him sort of cut the loss of Bernard to make it less impact than normal?
I mean, Bernard was a heck of a football player, and this guy's a heck of a football player. This guy is, he's got great balance. He's never off his feet. He's got power. He's a smart guy. You tell him something, he picks it right up. So he's a heck of a football player. So we got Matt Brown as a heck of a football player, and Montel's a heck of a player, and we got some good young backs too. But we got that's a pot. We'll need them all though. We'll need them all, because the way we run the football, how that goes.
A year ago this time, Chris Boyer was deep on the depth chart, and obviously it turned around late in the season. Now he's the man, would you say?
Yeah.
At that position?
He's the starting quarterback. But I feel great about that position right now, because Chris has had a great preseason camp. He has total understanding of what we're doing. And, Quentin Granger has just done an unbelievable job. I mean, and then you got Kevin Newsom coming on right now trying to digest everything. We have three guys that kind of fit that mold of 6'3"-ish, 240-ish, run real fast, can run and throw, can run what we want to run. And that's really important to us. You get in these situations where you have a quarterback dual threat offense, and if you don't have depth, the starter gets hurt and you're saying to yourself, uh-oh, now I can't run the next guy. And all of a sudden you're kind of out of what you do. So we have depth at that. We know what we want to do. I mean, there's not like a year ago we came in here and the goal was, and I could have come in here a year ago and said, you know what, I want to blow everything up. I want to just get it exactly the way I want it, and let's roll. But that wasn't very smart to do it. I wasn't going to do that. We had some really good football players here. They were great kids. They were talented guys. And the best way for us to win as many games as we could a year ago was to come in here and keep intact kind of a power run game that was accustomed to, and little by little tweak and merge and rely on quarterbacks that had game experience, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I can second guess myself. We can second guess it and say, well, we could have done this, and what if this guy? Not that you are. And at the end of the day, we won 9 games. When we won our first bowl game, we got maximum out of our team, and Chris got a chance to get in there and establish himself and become the MVP of the bowl game.